Okay, so you're saying that this is basically a political agitation being whipped up by the Trinamool Congress. Jagdish Khattar, you're a veteran of the auto industry. Let me put the question to you that is it time for the Tatas to sit across from the table of from Mamata Banerjee and actually discuss issues with her instead of issuing press releases, not meeting her, not talking to her? Is it time now for industry leaders to accept that there are political leaders on the ground, they're leading popular movements, and they have to be addressed as equals?
You see, my only point is that for industry to get involved in politics is going to be very difficult. This is Tata Motors or Tatas came to West Bengal on the invitation of the West Bengal government. And I think West Bengal government took a very futuristic view of reviving the manufacturing sector by getting a major automobile manufacturer there. Now the whole thing has got into politics. Now for
but politics is unavoidable in India. It's unavoidable.
So I think if they get involved in one, then there is no end to it. I think the politicians and the government and the opposition has to decide whether they want industrialization, whether as the country is moving forward that West Bengal needs these industries or not. I think they have to decide. Why should Tata Motors get into lobbying or dealing with various people, because there will be no end to it.
Okay.
They have to decide, and then I think Tata Motors will take a view on it.
Okay, but Suhel said, at the end of the day, does it also come down to how the corporates in India deal with the political class? When projects are sought to be created in large land areas, when there are local leaders there, is it possible to take a very elitist, antiseptic view and say, we will go there and we will do business and that's it? Isn't it important to create that political constituency and consensus? Shouldn't corporate leaders get their hands dirty with politicians a little bit?
I think you've raised the right point, but in the wrong context. What do you want corporate India to do? To become as sleazy, as dirty, as manipulative, as crooked as politicians are?
Not sleazy, but to recognize.
Corporate India
no,
does
but
that.
to recognize that
Half
there
of
are
India,
leaders like Mamata Banerjee out there.
I'm sorry. It's half of corporate India recognizes that they're in the same sleaze bucket. You have a respected group like the Tatas, which does things above board and suffers precisely because of what you've said. You cannot dirty your hands with either a Mamata Banerjee
it's not a question of dirtying your hands.
It's not about Mamata Banerjee.
It's
not about Mamata Banerjee,
that there is a movement out there.
But what movement are you talking about? It's a movement whipped up by media. Any person with 300 people can hold up a highway, can destroy the daily wages, can be insensitive as Mr. Partho Chatterjee was, and saying that a suicide is an internal matter. It's internal when a guy commits suicide. But these guys want to meddle with the internal programs of everyone else. Having said all that, I completely agree with what Jagdish said. The business of business is to do business.
Okay.
The business of business is not to do politics. Politics is meant for people who have no other major occupation. That is their primary business.
So when we come back,
when politics begins to hamper development, then everyone in society must stand up and take notice, including the politician. Because you are leaving a legacy of distrust, of malnutrition as far as the economy is concerned. And trust me, Shagurika, the New York Times yesterday and the International Herald Tribune today carries damaging articles on what this means for brand India.
After a tiny break, we'll come to that exact point and discuss what will it mean if Tata actually pulls out of Singur. Should Tata pull out of Singur? That's our question of the day, remember. And what will it do to brand Bengal? That's after the break. Don't even think about going anywhere.
The Tata have got income tax free, sale tax free, VAT tax free, sales free, electricity free, land free, water free, road free, police free, infrastructure free, everything free. Even nobody knows the treaty. What was the treaty between state government and the Tata? Nobody knows that till today. So they are hiding something which is very derogatory